Robinhood reporting stronger than expected second quarter results. Net income more than doubled while revenue jumped 45% from a year ago. It's been quite a growth situation here. Much of the quarter driven by equity and options volume. Check out the shares of the trading platform now up more than 400% in the last year. Right now, joining us is Robinhood's co-founder and CEO Vlad Tenev. You must be feeling a little hop in your step this morning.
I think we've been doing well. Strong quarter, obviously, from the financials all the way through to sort of like leading indicators. You know, customers seem happy for now. They're putting more money into the platform, using more of our products. I think that's translating to these great business results.
I like that you still say for now because you're worried.
We always have to be paranoid.
So what are you paranoid about?
Well, I think it's just a great man once said, customers are always dissatisfied, and there's ways that they're going to let you know if you could be doing ththings better. So,
how much, though, is this about the competition right now for you versus just the operations of the business itself?
I think that, I mean, we're actually, if you look at what's happened thus far, customers are incredibly happy with our products. The net promoter scores that we look at are at multi-year highs, I think a 4-year high. Net deposits, incredibly strong. We had record quarter for pretty much every asset, equities, options, cryptos at a 6-month high. And yeah, I think it's all about how to make sure we keep up the velocity, make the service better while keeping costs in check. I think that's why we've been doing so well.
When you guys sit around on a Monday morning and think about your competitor set today, what does that even look like?
We actually surprisingly don't spend a lot of time thinking about competitors. I think when they do something new and interesting, we sort of like learn from that.
Right.
But on a regular basis, it's really looking at our own business and asking ourselves, what are the fundamental ways we could be serving customers better? How can we grow faster? What are the new products that we think
Who's doing something interesting on that list right now? Is there anybody? I don't know if that would be your whiteboard.
Well, I think Robinhood's doing a lot of interesting things. Obviously, I mean, you've got some incumbents and you have Coinbase. We can learn stuff from all of these companies, perhaps, but I think we're happy with our own path. We think we're a little bit of a different company than all of those.
Vlad, I always thought of you guys as like the new guys who were new on the block doing all this innovative stuff. Now there's even newer people who are coming along. Do you look more at what they're doing or more at what the big incumbents are doing? Because you guys are growing really rapidly.
I think the incumbents tend to be more stationary. I mean, they move a little bit slower. I got this question at earnings. A lot of your competitors, the big brokerage houses, are going to be adding crypto. And I think it's been that question for 3 quarters in a row. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't think about it unless there's a company that actually has a product in market that is beating us, which hasn't happened.
We talked before about prediction markets, for example. Is that something you think ultimately everybody's going to have as part of their portfolio? Do you think that's something like the sports betting guys get into? I mean, you're doing it in one way. Kalsh is doing it. I mean, everyone's has different pieces of this.
Yeah, so that's been a very fast-growing business for us. I think we're up ahead, very much in the frontier of prediction markets. It's been growing faster than we anticipated. You know, and that business, we talk about the 9 businesses we have that are over $100 million in annual revenue, and then we have some that are sort of in the getting there, not quite there, but we think they're on track. Prediction markets is definitely one of those.
How long will that take?
Well, it's I don't want to estimate, but it's gotten into the double-digit millions of run rate very quickly, and it's been accelerating. You know, people thought prediction markets were only an elections thing, so it would be once every 2 to 4 years. But actually, it doubled quarter over quarter for us. We did over 1 billion contracts in prediction markets in Q2.
What was the big bet that people were making in Q2?
It's actually very diversified, and we have lots of events. The interesting thing about prediction markets is there's new events happening all the time.
But was there one or two that were sort of, the wild big ones?
I think that, economic events have been pretty steady. The sports, which is really where we've been focusing because that's a differentiated
right.
offering. Those have done very well, and we've done all of the major events.
What do you make of the renewed meme stock phenomenon? I don't know if you think it's a renewed phenomenon, but when you see Kohl's or you see...
Well, I saw your interview with Steve Quirk. I know when we look at our data, I think that the ones floating to the top tend to not be meme stocks. You look at what customers are trading and buying and what they're depositing for, it tends to really be AI and electric cars. It's sort of like frontier innovation companies are driving most of the volume. So, I mean, you have some things moving down, moving up and down, sort of like lower, but the top of what customers are trading.
Is there something that you think that
consistent.
it says about where the market is when you start to see certain stocks move or levitate in ways that I think you and I would probably agree, just from an operational standpoint, probably wouldn't deem those numbers?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think that it's not like 2021 where that was driving things, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's sort of like much lower on the totem in terms of what's driving the volume. I think it's really been AI and innovation driven. And you look at those companies, and I think it's the opinion of retail investors, and I agree that we're at the very early stages of a massive platform shift.
What percentage of your business right now is crypto trading?
Crypto trading is a double-digit percentage. It's been sort of like volatile with the market, but over the long run has tended to drift up.
If we were sitting here together in 5 years from now, would you say it'll be 10%, it'll be 25% of the business, it'll be what?
Well, it depends on what counts as crypto trading. I think you sort of got into this with financial reporting when you categorize things as technology. It's like asking, what percentage of your business is going to be technology. But yeah, I think crypto trading is going to become the infrastructure layer behind real world assets.
How much is Mag 7?
What's that?
How much is Mag 7 of your trading?
They tell me not to really. I don't know. I don't know all the numbers off the top of my head.
Are you seeing people try to find things that'll benefit from the Mag 7 without paying $4 trillion for a company?
I mean, I think that's that's one of the reasons why I care so much about giving exposure to private companies and working through the process to make that available. Because think about AI, for instance, your options are Mag 7, basically, as a public markets investor. But yeah, to your question, I think tokenization is going to be the layer behind everything. And so if you call that crypto trading in 5 years, it might be a much bigger percentage.